Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. I was excited about this one, and then I was not excited, and then I was excited again because this is a bit of a roller coaster, right? You look at the clan combo, we've got Fade plus Root Seeds, probably pretty awesome, right? That's a really good clan combo. You can do some serious damage with this. It's very fast as well, a lot of scaling here. Pretty excellent. The reason I lost excitement is because I then realized we have a new challenger. Your champion is randomly replaced by one that's not from your primary or allied clan. So who are we going to get? I have no idea. It is impossible to say. I really don't know. But then I was excited again because I realized that we have Cheap Trick with Root Seeds, which is really, really powerful. I mean, you got to think about this. Root Seeds is so good that I think you can genuinely take +1 Ember at boss relics and then just spend it to play more Root Seeds. It makes magic shops extremely efficient. It's a really efficient card, just in general. So getting an auto -1 on these and then also benefiting on that with primitive molds, which may or may not be useful, but at least being free is great, then this can be really powerful. The one thing I'm really interested in is without Fade, we're going to need to come up with some kind of a solution for Sacrificial. If we're ending up just playing one floor, it kind of doesn't matter, right? So it's like, oh no, first unit I play dies. Maybe I have a throwaway champion like Tethys, right? I have Tethys and then I play my other guys, and that's totally cool. We'll see. It's important to keep in mind here that we do have ridiculously high scoring runs here. The top 10 are 82.4k and higher. Wow. That's like 300 Pact Shards for all of these runs, plus really fast kills on Divinity. I think if you get a 5-turn boss rush on both Seraph and Divinity and no other sort of exceptional things elsewhere, you're looking at around 83k. So we're basically pre-relentlessing all of those final bosses, or we are out of the top 10. So we're going to have to work on this and see what we get. But it seems fun. Seems like it should be a strong run all the same. Our previous run was pretty good. We did have a number 3 placement, which is fantastic. Sketches drove our run home. There was a triple deranged brute. A lot of people were asking me why I wasn't putting multi-strike in deranged brute. The answer is that my rage scaling was entirely single target, and I already had a unit that was being played with sketches that had 3 hits. So an extra multi-strike in that deranged brute would have been worth, you guessed it, 10 damage a turn. Not a lot. So now, the big brain play was that the winner on that week was someone who had a fledgling imp infusion that they big brained and put into their deranged brutes, which they then duped, which meant that they were generating AoE rage. It's actually pretty brilliant. I did not think about it. So they definitely came out ahead by generating a ton of damage for free on turn 1 and then just crushing it. So I see how that could be much faster than what we were doing, but all good. Still a good placement. We had a number 3 win. I think the big win here, honestly, was Cave In, though. I mean, being able to draw everything and then cave stuff in behind Soul Guard or drop the boss down, very valuable. It's easy to underestimate the power of mobility like that when you're trying to kill your bosses fast. Seraph moves around. It's great to get him back on the floor so he dies. That's why things like Dripfall and Hidden Passage are worth a lot more in these daily challenges than they might normally be. It's a weird instance where a card gets much better because you're trying to place score higher. So, anyway, let's see what champion we roll into. So, all good. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what we get. Seems like a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. I could see this going a million different ways. Who'd I get? Well, that's weird. We got Penumbra. All right. Neat. All right. Well, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just peachy. Nothing too crazy to report. So, all good stuff. I have a ton of recording to do because last week I just did not get to any of it. So, I need to get to a lot of it this week. I have essentially no backlog anymore. So, if I miss a day, it basically means whoops, no videos. So, we need to get that boosted a bit. Man, everything is basically free. It's nuts. All right, let's get it on it. Hope we have a good one. Today, as before, we are Exile Melting, Exile Awoken, Pushback Talos, Curse Arcus, Chase Seraph. Sure, nothing too spicy here. Molten Encasement. It's good to have a tomb unit like this, right? Because we're going to need to handle that fragile. So this could be the answer to that. Then we have Wildwood Sap, Sacred Wicks. These are all fine. Noting that Wildwood Sap becomes free, so that's cool. Now, it's -1 on the spells, so if I double stack it, it goes back to 1. It's still pretty powerful. So this is a hugely impactful set of mutators, just really positive in general. Vaguely look ahead. Temples today are 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 5 temples. We're going to need to find the units to make these infusions. We only have 3 infusions right now. I need to draft 4 units over the course of this run then. We get a removal dupe on 8. Sure. It's fine. It's on the steel side. Magic and Trinket on 7. Trinket does have money, which is cool, and a Horde. That's pretty powerful if we can find some high rolls here, potentially. There's Vortex with the Magic Shop, however. Removals are going to be good, but also difficult to justify when the cards are so powerful as zero-costers, right? Think about this. I wouldn't remove a zero-cost Primitive Mold usually. So the threshold for a card being successful and strong here is much lower, right? Cards are auto-good. Let's see, moving on. Another Trinket Shop on 6 with a Vortex, sure. Competes with a Steel Shop that has money in a cave, fair. We have Random Dupe with Cave on 5, competing with Steel Shop, noting the lack of Magic Shops on both 5 and 6. But again, I don't really care because everything's got a -1 anyway, so that's kind of cool. There is a lack of all shops on 4. We get Random Hellvent competing with Remnant Banner Vortex. No shops, which means we do get doubles, yeah. Double Magic, double Steel in the early game. Remnant Banner forced on Ring 2. Awoken Banner on Ring 3. I could see this just being like roll into Architect on Penumbra and then play like a whole bunch of, Paraffin Enforcer infused lads? So we'll see. Maybe it is just that easy. Guild Marker, Gnarled Root. It's going to be Guild Marker here. I don't see the world where I'm leaning into, Thorn Hollow or something? I guess there could be a Shard Channeler infusion somewhere. I don't know. I think it is just going to be Guild Marker here. Make my money go even further. Let's see what's in the Forge. Yeah, it's Architect, and it always is, for sure. This lets me jam more things into my floor. It's Intrinsic Space Prism the Champion, pretty much always fine. We're going to take everything. Memorial Fund is not bad. The other thing to keep in mind, even though if a thing gets sacrificial, I don't really care. Right? We could just sacrifice Penumbra every turn and then reform him and play him again, so that's pretty good. Light's Gift is... This is a weird one, because we're not going to play top floor most of the time. So, Light's Gift would be my slam dunk selection here if this were Covenant 25, but I actually think it's not that helpful. We're probably going to benefit more from Memorial Fund in sort of a bizarre twist. I think so. Okay, fine. Weird, but true. We move on. Take the trial. Okay, so remember the first thing gets fragile. How am I going to kill an enemy on bottom floor? I think it's tempting to play the Molten Encasement, but I actually think I kind of want to get Penumbra killed here. Interesting. And then you put the... a train steward in front, so he dies by hitting himself, right? Let's try to get the collector. This, I think, is an interesting one, but... because we can reform him, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I want to do wild things like this. Space is good. Weird. I am just getting a lot of stuff murdered here, and I don't hate it. Weird. Okay, we're gonna let this ride. I'm definitely playing this strangely. Let's reform some dudes. See who we roll here. It's a train steward. Alright, I mean, I need to not take this damage, so I think the It's a bit of a bummer, but I think we kind of have to approach this. Yeah, okay, so this is weird how I'm playing this, because I'm trying to capitalize on Penumbra playing a whole bunch. Very strange. Maybe I don't just get Penumbra a shot. Maybe we just do stealth. Then we do the play like this, and we at least push 15. We let Penumbra sit and chill. He wins relentless, right? It's true. That is true. You put the Molten Encasement in first. He gets exploded. It's fine. Then we can at least... Then we play the Penumbra stuff, and it's kind of whatever. I'm not going to put this Molten Encasement in. So the only... This is the challenge. The only downside is how do I actually stop this damage from killing me up here, right? We win relentless. It's entirely just about how do I avoid this round of damage coming in. There is a... It's tough. So I think... The answer is almost certainly what? I need to do damage down here, elevator him up somehow. This is actually a much harder combat than I think it looks like in order to optimize this, because the combat is easy to win. The combat is hard to win with 0 damage taken and the collector and the bottom floor kill. Now I could win bottom floor, I think, with just a train steward if I put the root seeds on him. So I think that's true. Now, if I train steward, and then finish with... I think we can actually kill him. Yeah, okay. I was like, this actually works out, right? He attacks into the front, and then he finishes because he doesn't get his damage shield if he's dead. So, this seems optimal. It kills one of them, which is very important. Then we can reform here. Now, we're going to lose... This mid-floor is doomsdayed, right? I'm like, it's not going to work. But that's okay. I don't care. Right? That's true. Do I just play it middle and then get him shot because he dies immediately? I think so. And we let this ride out. And then you put all of the... This is bizarre. All of that into the train steward. Okay, now you must buff the train steward. Very important. Sure, I'll put this guy down, that's fine. Okay. Doesn't work out in our favor. But I think we can come up with a solution that works here. Stealth, good. Then you get Penumbra Slam, right? Then we get other train steward Slam. And then I can also put down another Molten Encasement here. And we actually do get the kill, shockingly. Okay. See, this is the bizarro world play that I would never do. Don't mess with it. This is not anything I would ever do in a normal run. We actually get a lot of money out of that from Memorial Fund too, which is nice. That's pretty cool. Draft is nice, molded. Dripfall is really good. I was already talking about reasons why it's nice being able to reorganize enemy floors, but being free is nice. I'm a big fan of moving stuff around like this. Although, I think you kind of have to take the draft because we're coming up on a Remnant banner, right? The multi-strike is just super fast. All it takes is one Paraffin Enforcer. Yeah, I think we do have to take the draft. Ensnare, Razor Sharp Edge. Razor Sharp Edge is slow compared to Paraffin Enforcer. It is free. I mean, free Razor Sharp Edge is really hard to skip. I need to take that. We're going to go to the unit. I need to see the units. We get Multi-Strike out the gate. Yeah, give me a Paraffin Enforcer. No, no Paraffin Enforcer. Okay. It's still doable. We just use like a Wickless Baron instead. Yeah, it has to be Wickless Baron here, I guess. It's fine. We want to use the multi-strike that it's shown, right? This is just sort of what we're doing. It gave us the multi-strike, so of course we're taking it. Do we ever... How do we make the Baron line win without a Paraffin Enforcer, huh? It's an interesting one. Take the money, of course. I'm going to save this slot because I'm going to this Merchant of Steel. We should win this combat off this anyway. It's a bit weird. Yeah, take this unit draft. Now, how do I approach this? I think I do still think it is... Well, I like the idea of Paraffin Enforcer airdropping in... I think we're going to get the Sacrifice. We play Penumbra bottom, and then we get the Baron here, which is pretty cool. We get a buff. Alright, it's fine. So he slams. We almost get those double kills, which is a shame that it did not happen, but that's okay. We take Molten Encasement here, which kills a guy, thank goodness. Great work. I'm then going to play Draft in the back, which burns out, but also kills a guy. We get the Razor Sharp value. Cool. I want to play a Trained Steward upstairs for the Collector. That's important. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. We are going to continue to get guys burned out, though, because it's worth 5 gold at least. So it's fine. We get the guys killed, and that's good. We kill everything downstairs. Fantastic. Begin reforming. Sure, I'll just play Guy Explodes. Good job. We'll play out some Trained Stewards. It's fine. It's funny how just so much... Just an absolute truckload of stats here, huh? Guy walks up, but he does zeros. It doesn't matter. Bottom floor is fine. It is worth it to us to try to kill our own units. And so I think this is simple as, like, you shoot your own Stealth Tomb. Great. I'm going to put in the Draft to die. I'm going to put down this, and they both die, and that's actually fantastic, right? We get an extra 5 gold, 10 gold out of this play. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, good. Okay, so we get some cash. Good. We get the kill. Alright, bottom floor. Everything is golden. Great news. Second draft, Hallowed Drippings, Wicklash. Wicklash is good. If I'm playing the Paraffin Enforcer, we might find. It's just, how do we get fast enough with Baron? Baron is very slow build, so I'm kind of relying on seeing Paraffin Enforcer, I think. There's nothing else that I can think of that is fast enough. I don't need another draft. Wicklash is a good card to take here. It's free, it's strong, yes. Sharpen, hilarious. Steel Enhancer, Wildwood Sap, we skip these. Don't want them. Alright, we do get the Paraffin Enforcer. We're taking it. Great. I mean, we hard pivot on this if we can. We're going to go left. We're going to look for other multi-strike. Endless. Endless Burnout 1 is pretty much perfect from a defensive perspective. It's also good money. So I'm going to put Endless Burnout 1 down. We also have plenty... We have so much cash, and it's also so cheap here. What? Look how cheap this whole situation is. Guild Marker plus Low Covenant. Good grief. Reroll that. Quick, another Burnout 1. What's the Awoken banner get? Thorned Hollow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1 infusion, 2 infusion, 3 infusion, 4 infusion. We have all of our infusions right now. I do not need Thorned Hollow or Awoken Hollow. They are not it. Okay. Spell Chain. Now, Spell Chain is very fun because things are already 0 cost. Purge, I have to take something. Infusion. I actually think it's an overkill right now to take the Stealth Infusion. I kind of want to... I think this is Spell Chain on the Wicklash here, if I'm being honest with you. Very strong option for extra burnout and damage. Good. We didn't hit a multi-strike, but I do think we go draft into Paraffin Enforcer here. Now, we could argue the other direction. The only reason I like the Paraffin Enforcer chiefly here is because we draw it fast enough, but we can also remove a bunch of stuff, right? It's weird. I'm not sure which I prefer here. It's very hard for me to predict the right order here. We can remove things, but this is very risky early game, right? We don't have all the removals we need. I do like the Burnout 3 here, though. I will grant it that. If we do this, we have to put a plus 25 in it as well, which is... I mean, I guess you don't have to, but there is something will have spikes in the world, so you'll want that. Interesting, interesting. I don't know. What's my purge? Let me think about that for a moment. Wildwood Sap, I guess. The rest of these cards seem decent here. I don't think this really does much. Yeah, sure, I'll burn a Wildwood Sap. It's kind of like a free removal here. This card doesn't do as much as one would want. Okay, we didn't hit a multi-strike. Quick is not it. I have Stealth Tomb on repeat. So, your infusion, which direction? Paraffin Enforcer in a draft into Paraffin Enforcer. There's a lot of good arguments both ways. One, we have 6 space in the endgame because of Architect, which will take all the way. Great. Now, that means we could fit Baron, or rather, I guess it's going to be Enforcer. We might remove the Baron. I don't really know. Maybe. He has a multi-strike is kind of the bummer. I wish we had seen this Enforcer first. Our decision would be a lot easier, but alas. So, I think it's better to have the draft, the 1 space unit here. It's hard to predict because we could see a tiny stone or something, right? And then the 1 space is suddenly a detriment to us. But I think we're going to benefit more from this route. Gosh, all right. It's kind of a gamble. If I'm giving this all of my thought here, if there is some big brain consideration that should push me the other direction here that I'm missing, say it in a comment here, because I'm not seeing it. Obviously, draw priority matters. Look, I understand that. So the question is just like, but our deck is so small that I think by mid-game we should be drawing everything in 2 turns, so I kind of don't care. So isn't this just better then? I think so. If this were Covenant 25, I think the decision would be much harder, but remember, it's not. So we'll take the Paraffin Enforcer here. That should make us very fast for this stuff. I think a plus 25 is mission critical for a draft from this position, so I really don't think we have much of a choice on this guy, right? I just don't think there's any real consideration for anything else. We need health on this unit. There will be enemies that spawn with spikes, so we don't want him to immediately pass away and lose all of his rage. That would be very bad, so we'll take this. I think it just has to be true. Now, I could buy removals now to speed myself up, but the truth is, it's all about units, right? We have 4 more temples, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So one of them is self-infused Molten Encasement. 2 of them are Trained Steward self-infuses, and then I have to find some other unit for Wickless Baron, which is fine. We'll look at this cave now. Copy a card 5 times. Is this really just now we X5 this draft and go completely ballistic? I think so, actually. I think so. Is there a world I ever took that quick and put it in this? No, I don't think so. Maybe, I think anyone who takes the quick here and puts it in before the X5 is straight up just, that's a metagaming play. You have to know it's coming. There's no way you would take that quick here. You literally have endless stealth tomb. So, no, we're going to take, yeah, X5 on this draft. Suddenly we have no problems on drawing one quickly. Cool. Now, it is a bummer that they don't have a multi-strike. I get it, right? I get it, but it's fine. We will be quite strong now. So, in an ideal world, I think what you do is you let Penumbra get shot here, right? We use Penumbra as a death thing. Kind of. I'm debating how I want to approach this turn, actually. Penumbra takes up space is the thing. Getting him killed is kind of cool, but we don't necessarily want to play bottom floor either. Let's try this normally first. And then we'll see. We'll make a decision, right? Cool. We kill a dude, which is fine. Great. Alright. First order of business is I'm going to drop Train Steward up top. I'm going to play the Paraffin Enforcers here and try to push damage numbers on this. I am going to burn some cards, get rid of them, fine. Okay, she's going middle. Now, I need, my whole play here is I want, let's Sacred Wix this out. Okay, so first, Molten Encasement comes down. Then we get double Draft Pals here. And now I can just put down the Train Steward for an extra hit. I wish to bump the damage done here, I think. Top floor is cleared. May as well push another 20 here, right? Alright, fine. Okay, we're trying to get pre-relentless. I just don't know how feasible it really is. So, what is my reform here? Burnout 2, buddy. Alright, that's fine. I think we do go Stealth Pal. And then we drop Paraffin Enforcer Lad downstairs. That pushes numbers. I could get more units shot on other floors, but I think we want to reform pretty effectively here. So, okay. She goes top floor. Primitive mold. I don't see the pre-relentless here. I just don't see it. So, with that in mind, right, I just don't see the pre-relentless kill. I can get a Train Steward killed for an extra, what, 5 gold or something? So I'll take that. We win on bottom floor here without any doubt, right? There's no question in my mind. Yeah, we crush this. I didn't see a pre-relentless play coming out there. Got a burnout 1 for me? No. Burnout 4, pretty cool. We easy win this. Alright, I think we're going to just take this then. That's fine. We get a bottom floor. It's I don't see it, right? Hallowed Halls. Yes. Yes, Hallowed Halls. I basically want to just assemble a squad of a ridiculous number of things. So, yeah, 100% Hallowed Halls. I think that's very fast. I need a unit for Baron. So I think I'm going to take Tycoon here. Great, that's enough units for all my infusions. Space is not important when I have Architect here. Card draw is the most important thing. Everything's already free, basically, so that's cool. Broken Wheel is terrible. Absolutely not. Corrupted Cloud? I don't think I want that either. Judgmental Fittings? I don't want that either. I don't think these help me here. I don't even want to remove my units right now, is an important detail. So let's just leave. Now, there might be an elite tech argument for one thing over another there. I'm not sure, but this is good, I think. I'm just going to dupe Hallowed Halls, I think. Probably. right? I would like to dupe something that's worth Pact Shards. Maybe it's just Wicklash, actually. Yeah, I think it is actually just Wicklash here. Alright. Divine Temple, what you got? -2? Sure. I'll put it in the only thing that costs anything. I'm actually going to need to watch that, aren't I? Wow, okay. I need to draft cards that cost Ember. Ah, okay. I almost missed that. Put an Intrinsic in Wicklash. Put an Intrinsic in Hallowed Halls. I maybe want to hold out. One thing I'm considering here is what's the highest dupe value for shards here, right? Putting an Intrinsic in Wicklash is a pretty big bump. I would like to get rid of units, so let's... This infusion is easy. This is the Tycoon into Baron. It's early, it's fine, sure. He's kinda just here. Fine. Alright, what's the Intrinsic? What is my dupe? Now that's a real question for you. It's always Architect 2 here. There's really no... What am I going to do? Take Glutton when I have no morsels? I can get 15 pretty cozy. I can get another 15. I can get 10 here. I could get another 15 pretty easy if I went with the Wicklash here. I could go Intrinsic and do Hallowed Halls. Intrinsic is very powerful here, though, if I do the Intrinsic Hallowed Halls. I could always pick Spell Chains on other stuff, I think. I don't have to wait for these. This gives me a very high shard density dupe that I want right now. Okay, let's do this. It seems weird, but I want 15 Pact Shards from this, so great, that's good. Remind me, someone, to draft something that costs at least 1 Ember. Unit Trial, yes. Or not a Unit Trial, Multi-Strike Trial. Okay, so... Cool. You basically just go Penumbra, Baron in the back. Great. We just slam Hallowed Halls here. Cool. And we do it again. This is also a ton of money for anyone keeping track. And we completely blow up this floor. Now, our goal here is 100% to basically just draw hecka fast, right? Hecka fast. Yeah. Cool. Draw very fast. It's the entire name of the game here. Molten Encasement eats the Fragile. Fantastic. Play a bunch of these dudes. Fantastic. Draw cards fast. Reform something. Sure, Penumbra. Let's go, bud. Obnoxious amount of space. This seems pretty decent, huh? It do indeed seem pretty decent, I believe is what we say. Wow. It's pretty good, actually, huh? Hey, look, there's Baron. Let this man burn out for health or something. Cool, this is a pretty good floor. That's a pretty decent floor, if I do say so myself. Tons of units dying, great work. And then what? You put down the Stealth Tomb real quick, and then we airdrop in Hallowed Halls real fast. Which is a ton of money, by the way. And then who knows what spawns out of this. That seems pretty strong, huh? Great work. This is pretty good. Maybe we'll see Resin Block go even faster. There's basically actually no way this doesn't go nuts. So, but we do want to click the Hallowed Halls because it's worth $1 billion. And I want to just burn the guy upstairs so I get money out of it. There's no way this fails me, right? Absolutely not. We do simply too much damage on a hit here. Yeah, easy mode. 100% simple. Cool. Great work. Go team. They get 1 attack in, I think is what happens, and then this just immediately gets Shadow Realmed. Great work. Good. Cool. Yeah, single round blasted. This is very fast in a very good way. Thorn Casing, I'm not taking Stings. I'm going to sell it for points. Now remember, you need to take a card that costs Ember. I need to be able to take -2s if they show up. This is mission critical, so I'm going to grab Engulfed in Smoke, I guess. It's fine. It's better than Subsuming Blade here. Okay, we took a card. Alright, Focused Growth causes me to draw cards. Fantastic. Take it. Good. In this particular instance, I think the combo of those two cards will be enough for me to handle most -2s we see. I don't think we're going to see 3 -2s. If we see 2 on rings, 6 and 7, then we'll have to draft another one, but it doesn't matter. We honestly go to the right. 100%. Just go to the right. We're going to dupe that other... Oh my god, Resin Block. Yup. Resin Block. Roll it. Caverns. Let's see what we hit here today. I'm going to trade Pyre Health, because I sure don't need it. Doesn't hurt my score. Hell's Banners? Yeah, totally. This is actually useful, because I do think I'm not going to grab Ember at all. I see how this gets super fast. I see how we get here, right? My goal is basically, if I hit like Lost Luggage, I think we've got it, right? Collect this. This is good. That's a worthwhile 25 points to spend. The dupe here is it just Hallowed Halls again? Maybe? Actually, maybe? We have enough units. I would like 15 Pact Shards. I mean, I don't think I want a 7th Paraffin Enforcer, friend. What else is worth shards here, right? I guess another Baron, but I don't want that. I'll just take another Hallowed Halls. I think it's fine. Go for crazy Pact Shard drafting. I mean, I want to maximize score. Take Trial. Mark of Invasion is annoying, but I see it working, right? And getting the Endless Stealth Tomb here is odd. I do have to play top floor here, oddly enough, I think. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. The unfortunate thing about having so many of these Hallowed Halls is I don't draw anything else. So that's maybe a mistake. But I do think having 3 copies of these is valuable. I'm making the run worse for myself. Alright. Let's play the stuff out. I am a fool and an idiot. Of course I am. I'm over here just like la 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 la, talking about it. It's fine. We just restart the daily challenge every time we have anything we can optimize. The odd thing is I have to do it in this very specific order. Alright, great. Hit that Hallowed Halls. Let's just go for scaling right now. Send it. Do it again. Keep doing it. Great work. Go team. Cool. Now I should be able to... Do I want the Endless guy here? I don't think I do. I'm going to put Molten Encasement down. Then I'm going to go Enforcer, Enforcer. We clear the floor. It's easy. I think... Do I want to... I could just keep playing the Encasement for money, but I would really like to redraw around. Because remember, I'm trying very hard. I want to lower my win con to a lower floor. So let's give up the 5 golds here to draw faster. Yes. I think it's actually just genuinely really important. We're clearing the combats here, but now my goal is top floor will clear itself pretty quickly, I think. I need to pivot. You may ask, what do you mean by pivot here? It's pretty straightforward, I think. We need to drop drafts downstairs and begin this sleigh kind of setup. Now, I do think I need to keep Baron alive. Reason being, I need him to kill this Clip Guardian. We're going to have tap, 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 tap for these 3 guys in front. Okay. I was thinking about bottom floor. I think maybe I do need to keep Penumbra alive as well, right? he takes these hits in, which is what, 24, 28, 28, 30, 37. He lives. Yeah, he lives, which enables the floor to clear. Okay, so we will keep the floor alive. I will be buffing, I believe, downstairs, however. Our goal is to pivot this win con downstairs if possible. Okay, reform here. Burnout 1, fantastic. Great, play it out. Good. Sack a train steward to get the ember here. It's good. Top floor is clearing itself. Great work. Go team. 100% focus growth. Downstairs, yes. Buff. It's fine. Train steward, sacrifice. Sure. These guys burn out. If I stealth middle, I get a kill, which I think actually is relevant. Okay. Because remember, our whole goal is we need to get the invasion trial and then pivot to a win on a different floor. Top floor passes away. It's actually perfect. Buff downstairs. We want to draw a bunch of cards here. I would like to keep bottom floor mostly afloat, maybe? Interesting. I'm going to sacrifice a lad upstairs, I think. Cool. And then these guys get played downstairs, which is pretty cool, I think. It's good. Let's keep one of these guys alive. Actually, yeah, let's keep one of these guys alive here. Let the others burn out. We're going to hit Hallowed Halls and hopefully go mad with power here, so this works out in our favor, I think. Yeah, we're going to go nuts, I think. Okay, so the right choice, I think we actually just keep a bunch of these guys alive, and then don't play this other train steward. I guess you can, actually. It's totally fine. We just sack. I don't want to add a train steward to this pool, actually. We're going to be slamming. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Hit end turn. It's okay. All right, now, this was Crystal Cloak, so, you know, big challenges here. But we have tools for this. Yes. We have tools for this. Hit the Hallowed Halls. Just hit that. All right. Okay. There's a lot of burnouts here. I'm not a huge fan of that. It's a pretty good floor, though. I'll give you that at least. Let's go ahead and hit the Hallowed Halls again. I want to extend burnout further. Okay. I can stealth this floor now. This has never been the problem. The thing is, how do I extend past 8 stealth here? I can get one guy to 9. I think we hit Hallowed Halls again. Let me just be clear. I think we just go for Hallowed Halls one last time. That was an excellent ordering, by the way, but it's fine. Okay, burnouts. I think we are going to hit Engulfed in Smoke here. We're not dying to anything other than who hits enough times fast enough. Right. 9 turns is a thing. He gets 1 round right now, which is a big bummer. A lot of guys are burning out in this order. I could get, like... I wonder if Baron was actually the play here. Yeah, you know, double on Baron got that kill there, didn't he? I didn't even think about it. His stats are nuts. Ah, man, I had it. All right, I had it and I messed it up. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll do it again. It does exist, all right? There is a bottom floor with trial kill here. It's just a little finicky. That's okay. Not worried about it, really. We're going to just play this mostly the same way. I didn't even think about Baron. He's absolutely there, isn't he? It's crazy. Alright, we clear top. It's good. Okay, because remember, we're going to do the same thing we did before, which is we need to find... We want to drop the Endless Tomb so that we can get fast enough here to completely clobber the floor, right? I'm going to burn this Sacred Wicks, I think. I don't want that here. Alright, most of this is fast enough. We've done all of this already once. Okay, this is the turn where we go Train Steward and we start loading up bottom floor here. This will kill the man in front. Fantastic. We did decide we wanted to keep them alive. Straightforward. Alright. Most of these are like not going to be new decisions, okay? Which is fine. The entire purpose of this is entirely going to be... Alright, yes, stealth bottom, 100%. Heal here, it's fine. Buff here. Top floor is cleared. We let this go, I think. True. Doesn't matter where the Wildwood Saps really go. I don't care. We go Train Steward. We stealth middle. It's fine. I want to try to avoid Train Stewards overwhelming the pool here. Okay. Top floor. Cleared. Excellent news. Great. So the chief goal here is to draw fast. Got it. We're going to go ahead and double primitive mold here and drop these drafts in. It's going to look similar. I want them to... Do we want to Wicklash one of these lads? I don't want to do upstairs. I want them burned out. Okay, so the goal... The number one goal here is 100%. Yeah, don't greed on this Train Steward. I don't want him in the pool. I actually think it's very bad to do that, so fine. Alright, we have the turn. Cool. Molten Encasement takes this fragile. Send it. Okay, now all we do is we're looking to Wicklash drop on the Baron after we reform a whole bunch. That is entirely the goal. He is beefy enough that he 100% wins this. Yeah. Alright, wherever Baron ends up, we didn't roll into him? Hey, wait, this is illegal. Monster Train, what are you doing? Oh, Monster Train. Ugh, alright. Well, who gets it then? That's ridiculous. I changed nothing. Monster Train, how could you? Ah. Alright, well that's gonna cost me, yeah? Yeah, only 162. I guess I didn't get them. Alright, you know... That's my fault. Just misplaced. Play the exact same cards in the exact same order and get a different outcome. Cool. Thanks, Monster Train. Very neat. All right. Well, we'll do it again. I'm just not... The goal here is now I'm not going to put the stupid Train Steward in that pool, right? I feel like I have no choice. There is a turn where he needs to get played like that, but it's fine. Man, this is not supposed to take this long. I know the solution to this combat. We don't need to get this fancy here, yeah? Maybe it's because I played the Sacred Wicks this time, huh? That's the entire reason? That's what did it? That is what resulted in the changed Hallowed Halls order, is I decided to do something a little different. Alright, we do want to keep these guys alive here. We've already figured it out. It's good. This is when I sack the Train Steward, by the way. I will be able to reform him. I will get him out of the pool. We'll make that work. Okay. I have to reform him. Wait for... Where is it? Alright. Get him out of the pool. Okay, we didn't actually roll him. That's what happened there. Okay, fine. I see. Got it. The Train Stewards in the middle never die. I don't care. Top floor is fine. Sure. Okay. Alright, mid-floor is looking clear. Bottom floor is clear. I need to reform this man out of the pool somehow. So, hit every primitive mold here. He's just not getting hit is the crazy thing. ridiculous, actually. Just truly, truly absurd. I'm going to sack a draft upstairs here. We do clear the whole thing. It seems okay. And then we get these guys down here. I don't think it really matters who gets these buffs, right? I do want to draw cards. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who gets these. Don't play this other train steward. Let top floor roll, I think. And this is acceptable. We do need to draw more cards, though. Yeah, 100%. Okay, top floor is cleared. Alright, we just need to get Baron loaded. Alright, get that man on the floor. Stat. Primitive mold. Okay, sure, I hit that man. Great, we'll put him down. We'll start sending it. Good. I didn't do the molten encasement. Okay, we didn't even roll the Baron here, which is absolutely horrible news. Where is my man? Okay, he landed, but unfortunately, because of the burnout not hitting him, he's not living long enough. What am I doing different? I had this the first playthrough. Alright, well, he landed now, but I didn't roll the stupid Wicklash. Ah! Alright. It's not this difficult. I just need to think this through. I've somehow botched this combat. I had it and I ruined it. And now the game is just punishing me. Alright. Most of this does not really matter. Alright, top floor. We need to get the man reformed a whole bunch. This is very helpful because it means that he has 3 burnout. Great. Okay, top floor. Good job. Okay. I play this molten encasement. Now, there might be an argument for not putting that molten encasement in the pool, but drawing faster is important here. So I think we will do this. The order isn't that big of a deal. I'm going to save the Sacred Wicks. I think this is what's cursing me here, right? I actually think having these Sacred Wicks is very useful. So we're going to do that. I do think I need to play the Train Steward in order for my bottom floor to actually begin building up, right? It saves enough health here. I need top floor Barons to live and friends. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Bottom floor is now loaded. You play the primitive mold. This always hits that stealth tomb. We knew it would. You play the double train steward out and we stealth here and they get a kill. It's good. We knew it would. Top floor is cleared. Okay, yes. This is as it was. Bottom floor is cleared. The middle floor train stewards are never at risk. We double primitive mold here. Cool. Now, I do think I need to play this train steward to get him out of the deck, actually. As weird as this is, I think the angle is Paraffin Enforcer buddy gets shot. Train steward gets shot. We played all these guys downstairs. This is extremely bizarre, but I do think accurate for how I did it the first time. I put an extra thing in there. Now here, we did see the Wicklash, thank goodness. So, the plan is you put the stealth tomb down just to get rid of him, and we slam Hallowed Halls. And I just need to roll into Baron each time. Which I, for the record, did not do. Okay, try again. These train stewards, man, I just don't know what to say. The train steward is absolutely killing me here. Like, we get him in the end, but he doesn't live long enough. He burns out because I didn't get him in the rolls. I don't know what's happening here. Alright. I'm like 100% confident that was identical play to the first time I did it, but I just didn't roll the Baron. It's RNG, I suppose. So I don't really know what else to add. The only way we can get this is, I think, by not cluttering the pool. I really don't know what else to suggest. So we're going to play fewer drafts, I suppose. Just don't play them, I guess. I could also potentially do it by using the Endless Tomb here, which I think is a worthy consideration. And then we don't play the other Molten Encasement here. Interesting. We'll try this. This keeps that out of the pool, which does mean that eventually we're gonna do okay here. We don't kill downstairs now, which is an interesting thing that has changed. Right, we have this Endless Tomb now, which is... Now we don't play it anymore, I don't think. Sure, that seems fine. Alright, so this middle guy lives, though, which is changing a lot. So, now you can primitive mold, and the train steward is out. Which is interesting. I do think we want to go... I mean, the thing is that, like, the train steward business is not going to hold on anymore, right? So I think we have to keep these train stewards out, and we stealth upstairs. Maybe? Guy downstairs gets shot and killed. Unfortunate. Put him in, and he dies to the stealth... I mean, to the spikes. So we'll stealth upstairs here, and... buff here. I don't want to put train stewards in, which is an interesting situation. I'm playing... This is a very different way of playing, but it has kept the train stewards out of the pool. So, top floor is almost clear. Wait for it. I razor sharp offensively. Top floor is cleared. Great. Mid floor, however... is not cleared. This floor previously was being killed by a lot of enemies. Now I do want to consolidate here. We're going to draw 9. I hopefully at least hit the Hallowed Halls and the Wicklash. I don't know if we will, but who's all in the pool? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to put at least one other draft downstairs into it. So I think we go get guy shot middle here, and then we put drafts downstairs. Our goal is to win this turn, by the way. There's really no doubt in my mind about it. Our goal is to win. Okay, they burn out. Top floor, dicey. Wow, we actually draw so poorly here. Okay, so this is 100% not how we win this run. Right? 100% this doesn't work. Now, I did hit the Baron, which is pretty promising. And then we just send this, and then we do get everyone back, but we're not going to have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough burnout now. So we do still lose. Interesting. So my changed plan doesn't work. Is this how normally people play dailies? There is a way through this. I know there is. Is this something that people normally do? Man, I can't believe I had it and I threw it away by just not putting the Wicklash on the right unit. That's such a self-troll. I have spent 20 minutes needling my way through this combat because it does the score. You have to do this, right? So the single movement of playing the Endless Tomb was a major mistake there, hilariously. The rest of this I don't think matters too terribly much. I'm going to burn that still. I think that's fine. Okay, so that single train steward throws everything into disarray. Killing this man changes the world. We do need to keep top floor afloat. We buff downstairs. Okay. Alright, bottom floor opens up the front man. That's actually very important. We're going to go ahead and we reform. This gives you the stealth tomb because for some reason this one guarantees it. And then you stealth. It doesn't matter who gets the stealth right. It works the same way. Bottom floor is cleared out. Mid floor will be fine. Baron finishes it off. We just draw a million cards, play out the Great Wildwood Sap. It's okay. Yeah. All right. So like this clears itself out. All fine. All fine. No problems. Top floor is okay. Sure. Double reform here. I wonder, do I just not play some of these units on this floor? Maybe I put these drafts upstairs because we have enough units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I'm being smart here, I think we just actually do these drafts upstairs to get them out of the pool. And then we stealth here so that only the 2 units I want to die actually burn out. And then I think I should have put that train steward in, probably. That's a bit of a bummer. Play these downstairs, that's okay. It does not really matter here. Can't fit a mid-floor. I think that's I think this is acceptable, although, you know, fair. Man, we don't hit... How in the world did I not hit the Wicklash here? Unbelievable. I don't know what I have done differently on this one, but somehow I did not hit the Wicklash, which is a huge whiff in my opinion. Well, we got the train steward out, that's for sure, so that's good. We finally did that. But without the Wicklash, I don't think we have this, right? Even with all 3 of these. Yeah, it's true. Like, we'll have the Baron reforming here. Like, there he is. But he needs 10 burnout. Not having that Wicklash costs me. So, okay. We can make this work. We can force this to work, right? I refuse as I kick my desk. I, hands down, refuse to lose to this. Gosh, what a bizarre, annoying combat. I do actually think people play the daily like this, by the way. It's very normal, I suppose. Be like, oh yeah, let's just find the way through it. Needle the thread, or was it the other way around? Thread the needle? I'm gonna leave the Sacred Wicks in. This is such a bizarre mode play. I don't know. I'm just looking at it like, oh gosh. Do I play it? Do I not? It changes... everything? I'm gonna not play it because I think when I didn't play it, I drew the Wicklash. Alright, everything else gets played out the way we expect here. We need to clear mid-floor. It's good. You must buff upstairs. For sure. We draw faster. Great work. I need them to last another 2 turns. It's good. We get the encasement. It doesn't really matter where it goes, right? It's the same either way. Stealth middle, cool. But then we stealth downstairs. It's fine. Sure. No major swings here. Our goal is to pull units out of the deck, though. So... to make that work, we get what? Primitive mold here. Gives me a draft upstairs. We basically just play all these guys upstairs in a way that they don't burn out. And that's acceptable. So that should be fine, I think. Right? I don't think there's anything too particularly complex about it. None of these really make any difference. I could get... I actually think an important strategy here might be Molten Encasement middle and then extend his burnout. Shockingly, right? I think so. Burnout, extend downstairs. None of this really matters too terribly much. Health is probably more imperative on most of these things. Sure. And then I don't even care about the engulfed in smoke, really. Okay. Now it's really interesting because I actually just don't... I'm drawing 9 cards, but Sacred Wix is one of them. Sacred Wix. Betrayal. Sacred Wix Betrayal. Oh, how could I? Okay. I wonder, is there a world where I've played too many units? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. If I don't have the Wicklash, I don't have it. I can't believe I did this to myself. I had the win and I put the Wicklash in a draft like a goon. I'm never going to forgive myself. This has been 20 plus minutes of me trying to get back to where I was 20 minutes ago. And let me tell you, it's not great. It feels bad. We're already at, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Yeah, you see this Sacred Wix? Get out of here, man. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm stuck on ring 5, just trying to get the bottom floor kill. It's not even hard to win this combat, man. It's not even hard to win. I just need to do it. Alright, let's keep it going. These early turns, not even that scary, man. Not even that scary. Alright, where is Wicklash in this pool? Interesting. Play out the cards we know we need to play. I'm just here thinking, like, how can I force Wicklash to behave? It's a really interesting question. Drawing 7 here. How can I force Wicklash to behave? Do I not play the focus growth, maybe? I might be able to, right? Right, I'm drawing 7 here. Okay, so these units that I play here do not make a difference. They do not make a meaningful difference. Correct. It doesn't change anything. True. It changes nothing. Right. So, with that in mind, I think I'm guaranteed now to draw the Wicklash because of the draw order here. So, that's good, at least. Alright. We missed a Hallowed Halls somehow. Monster Train sometimes insists on the nonsense. Fine. At this point, I'm over it, I guess. Okay, Hallowed Halls, fine. Buff my man. Baron. Comes so close, but he doesn't do it because I missed a Hallowed Halls. So, I can force this to work my favor. I just needed to draw my entire deck there. So, to do that, I have to think about, we're going to be more critical of this. You can't just go fast. I need to force a full deck redraw on that turn, because apparently the game really hates me. And that's okay. Sometimes it happens, Monster Train. I get it. We can't always get what we want. Alright. Sacred Wix must go. Yes. Okay. These early turns don't change too terribly much. It's specifically when I hit the first focused growth that I need to play a little more nuanced. Okay, these turns are fine. I think it's coming up. So there's a turn coming up where I need to play a focus growth but not a root seeds. Okay? Alright. Mid-floor, no change. No change really. Stealth must go downstairs, so I actually clear this. Oh my gosh, I autopiloted. Yep, I autopiloted. Redo. Autopiloted because I've played this combat too many times. So, alright. That turn, I needed to play a different thing. Okay. These early turns, I still must play the cards, of course. They are important. Fine. I'm doing all this for, what, 83k score? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Play the correct Molten Encasement. Great. Burn the Sacred Wicks. Fine. We will succeed. We will succeed. That is assured. I'm confident that we will do it. Now, it's not this turn, right? It's, I think, the next turn specifically. Okay, it's this next turn. I need to draw one more card. So do not play the root seeds. It messes everything up. Okay. Everything else here is fair. Bottom floor gets stealthed. I play the focused growth and not the root seeds. Our goal is to force its hand. Okay. Fantastic. And now, when I click focused growth, I will draw my entire deck. Okay. We did it. Monster Train, the video game. Hey, look, I got the Train Steward out. I'm very excited about that, actually. Draw cards. They are useful. Okay. Nothing else needs to be played here. Well, I guess I will put the... I don't really want to put the Train Steward in. He's just going to burn out again is the thing. Alright, let it ride. We're guaranteed to draw the important stuff. Wicklash, 3 Hallowed Halls. We did it. Okay. Reform a thing. Okay, I'm going to spin 1 Hallowed Halls first. I need to hit... Yeah, okay. Penumbra. Great. Fantastic. Cool. We're now guaranteed, I think, to hit Baron every time. Okay. Fantastic. Him being in front is a bit of a bummer, but it's okay. You know what? Fine. Cool. It's still money, I guess. There is the lad. Here he is. 10 burnout, we win. Monster Train, we did it. Hit end turn, we did it. Okay. Good grief. And then tons of stealth wears out, things die, and then we get it. Alright, we did it. Somehow, we managed the exact perfect score on this combat. It existed. Good grief. I'm not happy about it. You're not happy about it. None of us should be happy about that. I don't even remember what the rest of this run is about. I'm skipping these things because I still have 2 cards that can take a -2. Skip. Moving on. I will take Awoken's Rail Spike because I think it is just an objectively superior card to most other things. We'll have Excess Ember, it's fine. Good grief. Alright, now I am going to the left here. I would like to upgrade my random drafts if possible. I think that's well worth it. Yeah, sure, let's do it. It's a good opportunity to do so, I think. I don't think quick is really that helpful when I have this much stealth, but I guess I could use it. I'm really highly valuing just stats here, actually, because it's so cheap. Reroll this. Large stone, no, but I will take random upgrades here. I think they're fine. Cool. They're very cheap and very efficient. Spell chain and in piercing. I mean, I'm glad I have this focus growth. It takes magic power, right? I'll need to take another card that has magic power slots, I guess. Good grief. I think that's true. I'll spell chain the rail spike. This seems like the most productive thing I could put this into. I will do an infusion. Now is going to be the... I think it is just the train steward infusions, so I can remove a train steward here. I don't need the stealth to be in high quantity. And then I do pay to get rid of that train steward that has been infused. Good. Great. Caverns, sure. I mean, it is just Penitent Remains, right? That means these hallowed halls are really powerful. Plus 10 with every hallowed halls. It's pretty strong, right? It's true. It's pretty strong. I think it's got... Penitent Remains is a bit of a risk, right? It's a bit of a flight risk here. We don't draw that fast. A lot of cards in our deck that we have to play. Just straight up. So, adding trash is a risk. It does speed me up a lot. Not as much as just having the drafts attack, though. I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to leave here. I think it doesn't speed me up as much as just letting them rip. Now, removals are high value. Is there stuff I don't want? Like Razor Sharp Edge, I think at this point can go, now that we've got a direction. So, this card is not particularly productive. Cut it. Whiplash is very important to me. Root Seeds are very important. Primitive Molds help. Everything else here helps. Okay, I think we're fine. Not taking that large stone. Alright, we move on. Okay. Alright, let's see. Can I need to super speed this. It doesn't matter who gets this stuff, because, reminder, I have the power of Hallowed Halls. Cool. We should pretty cleanly deal with this, I think. Now, this man has stealth on this particular setup, right? He sure does. 13 stacks of stealth. Whew, buddy, what? Good grief. I will need to prioritize not losing on this combat, I guess. I wonder if the real argument here is to not put Burnout on Wickless Baron, right? I actually think that's a big brain play, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to the challenge here and redo that combat from the beginning. I think the real gigantic brain play here is going to be Penumbra, and then we sack him for tons of space on the floor, and we just let this ride otherwise, right? I think it's going to be this. And we just simply get every kill on this floor, and that should be okay. I don't really care about the train steward. He can go live up here. That's fine. Alright. Our whole goal at this point is to just get a lot of units killed down here. Now, unfortunately, that is a rally shard, so that's a bummer. So we're going to play a bunch of these guys mid-floor then, I guess. I guess I should have not taken that, but I'm going to go ahead and rail spike here, I think. It's a good rail spike, at least. I can't play units here. It's a bummer. Made them free. Drew into some stuff. Mid-floor, I think, is going to clean itself up here. We're going to chill on the rest of this. Sure. Mid-floor should be cleared. It is. Great news. Cool. Penumbra has Burnout 4. I think I'm going to go ahead and train Steward upstairs here to get rid of that. Then I will play Big Penumb. Then I'm going to drop the Paraffin Enforcer lad. I do want to Stealth Bottom. Important. We buff here. It's fine. I don't think it swings too terribly much of this. Mid-floor is going to be powerful. And clears it. Yeah, for sure. I'm not playing a non-morsel card on the floor, so I actually think we're going to be okay to slam Hallowed Hall's middle, which is kind of fun. Getting Stealth bottom floor is great. Big fan of this. Good. Buff the Baron, 100%. Send it on the Hallowed Halls here, I think, on mid-floor. Cool. Good floor. I like that. I would like to draw 4 is pretty decent here, I think, right? Yeah, I'll take the draw 4 on this one. We're going to buff Baron. I'm going to play the other Molten Encasement down. He burns out. It's great. I hit that Hallowed Halls one last time on middle. Looking pretty good about this. Okay. I think mid-floor is going to win regardless. I do have to be somewhat cautious about bottom floor. The thing about this is the burnout versus the stealth stacks here, so that's really the big risk, but I don't care about Hellborn Harvest, do I? I don't think so. I would like to make sure I have enough stealth stacks here to win. So that's cool. Let's click those. Draw a million cards. We're just going to hit Hallowed Halls here. It's pretty straightforward, I think. Keep playing it. Alright, we do a lot of damage. They have a lot of stacks of their burnout. It seems good. It seems good, right? I feel pretty decent about this. We just keep playing the Hallowed Halls middle. Now, unfortunately, it's a bit of a weird situation here. I did let the Molten Encasement get into that, didn't I? That's very funny, actually. It's true. Oh well, Molten Encasement, you're down there now, I guess. It's fine. You're over here now. Alright, if I engulfed in smoke middle, that's 11 stacks of stealth. We're doing a decent chunk of damage here, so I'm not mad about that. I'm going to buff the man downstairs, and I think we chill. The real question is, does Baron win with 12 stacks here? He comes close. He sure comes close. He still comes very close. I think... Man, we almost get that, don't we? It's off by the threshold of remembering to play that Molten Encasement downstairs, basically, for double procs. So, okay, this can be done, and I think this is the right way to play this. Because we don't have enough burnout to make the mid-floor or any of these other floors work. So we do sack Penumbra repeatedly here. Just repeatedly for this. And it does hurt the scaling, I'll admit, a little bit. But that's okay. We will get enough scaling, I think. It will be fine. You play one tomb to get shot, and the other tomb gives you stealth because of the burnout 1. We put the trained steward away. We sacrifice Sacred Wicks. Yes. I think this is going to be pretty good overall. I cannot remember, this is the rally shard struggle here, so we must do a different order, right? We must do a different order. Fine. Now, I didn't play the rail spike here in this particular instance. I opted for a different order here, but that's okay. Missing out on that turn slays is a bit of a bummer, but that's fine. Continue to stack stealth downstairs. I do think we need to play some of these enforcers here. Remember, we need to kill creatures on this floor. Actually, very important. Yes, I think that's true. We are clearing middle. We need to try to kill units so I'm getting these slay stacks here. So that's something to keep in mind. We reform. Okay, we're going to do the thing we've already been doing, which is you let this man take the stealth. This other guy then burns out. We are going to buff the heck out of bottom floor here. Our goal here is to guarantee the kills, right? That's really what matters on this one. Now, mid-floor, unfortunately, is where Penumbra ended up. I don't really care if it's Penumbra or something else. It does not matter. This is just the cleanup floor. Any kills we get downstairs are big wins. Any damage we put into Baron is a big win. So, cool. We just reform. It should look the same every time I draw a reform. True. We'll draw a bunch of cards, and then I'll play this rail spike here. It's fine. Play a root seeds. I'll put a train steward upstairs just to get rid of it. Mid-floor is clearing. I don't want the stealth tomb living, so I'm not going to play this stealth tomb. The stealth stacks here. I guess I'll put it middle, but I'll reform middle first. Sure, why not? Should be okay. Great. Have fun. Okay. A lot of things burn out. I take some curses. I kind of don't care that much. It's annoying, but we have the Hallowed Halls that we'll draft. Yep, have no real choice but to play it this way because of the... What am I trying to say? There's no real options here because I didn't draw a reform on that turn, so true enough. Continue buffing here. I want to draw fast, please. I will keep playing the Hallowed Halls for money because it does provide value. Okay. It's what, 13, 12 stacks of stealth? I think we should come out ahead here, right? I think so. So this is currently as simple as Molten Encasement drops, stealth stacks, we get the kill. Great. Fantastic. And now you just slam Hallowed Halls middle for cash because of Memorial Fund. This is kind of what I was expecting it to look like. So, great, we did it. Cool. Then we get another $30 or whatever it is. Cool. Now, I think money is capped at, what were we told? 2,500? So if I walk into the final combat with 2,500, we should be okay. Great. I will try to do that. I will try to do that. I need something that can take magic power. I hope I don't roll into 2 magic power upgrades because I didn't see one. I'm going to take the Awoken's Rail Spike. This might be how I lose this run. It's because I didn't plan ahead for enough magic power options. I only have 1 available slot that can take it. I will take card draw. It is for sure the only thing I really need here. Okay, well, Divine Artifact, great. I'm selling it. I don't want these. Cool. Just don't give me plus 30 and a 10 in piercing, please. It's that simple, Monster Train. It's really that easy. I'm going to go left here, I think. Magic shop. What do I see at this trinket shop that really changes my run? Right? It's like double extinguish, I guess, is an option, but I don't think that that's that impactful. What else could there be? Winged steel, maybe? I'm gonna look at the logbook real fast. We already have resin block, which was kind of like the big thing I was looking for. I guess combustible wax is fine. Votive key hurts us. Fade's first blade's too slow. All of these other things don't matter. Great. Okay. In terms of neutral upgrades or artifacts, I guess Forever Flame is fine. I wouldn't buy it, though. What else is there? Sketches? I guess it plays out a bunch of stuff. I would take sketches, but that's kind of it, right? It just feels like I'm going to get more value going left. -1s, I can just drop into the Awoken's Rail Spikes. And then it gives me removals, which cuts the train stewards that I might self-infuse here. So honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go left. Free removals. We could get like a Sunderstone or something too. Okay, we got pretty lucky. Only one Tendon Piercing, and then the -2, which I can just drop into Awoken's Rail Spike here because that's cool. And we should be good, right? Great. And I take the infusion. I'm going to do this tomb last because I would rather use the train stewards as a means to remove 2 cards here. And then we cut the train steward. Great job. What do we cut now? Great question. I need a card that says I need something that says magic power from this next combat. I must play it safe. Anything that says magic power I will take. Architect 3, of course. Okay. The other removal here is a little more difficult. I don't need the Engulfed in Smoke, but it is helpful, so I'll take it. I might cut a primitive mold here. I don't think I need these. The other ones, like all this other stuff I can play. I have enough Hallowed Halls, I don't really care. I'm going to drop a primitive mold here. Yes. Okay. Let's look at the cave first. There's no way this punishes me on order. Random consumable. Broken Memories. Broken Memories to bring back Awoken's Rail Spike is pretty cool. I think it is just slower than playing more drafts, though. I don't need to infinite. I need to, or like Rail Spike is cool, but you have to draw it in a certain order. I think the better play is truly just to sell this. This was the only one I was thinking about, like, hey, you know, I might actually take Broken Memories. Let me click it and think about it. But I do want to... I'm going to double stack Engulfed in Smoke here. It's pretty decent, actually. That's cool. That is pretty cool. Is it worth it? I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I do think -1s on Awoken's Rail Spike is, like, just objectively exceptional. Sure. Holdover? Huh. Holdover on this Wicklash is a pretty big power play, I think. It's pretty darn good. -1 for sure goes in the other Rail Spike. I want these to just be like, draw me stuff. And if I see another -2, I'll put it in Engulfed in Smoke. So I'm not really bothered by it. The real thought is my goal is to basically make it to $2,500. Every piece of money here is points. So I'm literally walking around with 2,000 points right now if I don't spend this. So like 1,900. You know what? It's the same as my gold count. But does the double stack provide enough value? I think the answer is going to be yes. I think there are enough draw orders here that this is potentially important. I also think we are fighting Chased, so we're fighting Chased. I didn't take the double stack. What am I talking about? The holdover? Oh, I don't think the holdover ever matters, actually. We'll skip it. I was like, in hindsight, I think I should have taken that double stack. Yeah, I think so. Next floor, we're going to the Hellvent Merchant of Steel option. I don't actually think I want more Hallowed Halls. I think the play is probably dupe the Rail Spike because it's worth 20 shards, and that's very fast. And, it's so, like, for instance, having a broken Memories Rail Spike, slow, right? I have to draw it in the right order. I have to play it. I have to draw it. Then I have to have Ember for it. You know, slow. Having just another one of these in your deck, good. Very good. Basically, it just farms cards for you. So, pretty strong. I think we just move from here. We're good. Yes. Take the trial. Yes. I'm glad it's not invasion because it requires too much brain power. Cool. This is an easy, strong turn. Great. Just do all this, and then we just send it on the Hallowed Halls right away. And we should go mad with power, pretty much. Anytime Baron is in front, I feel a little bad. Because they kill from front to back, so Baron is actually gaining some value from other things. Shame. Order is a shame, but it's fine. Sacred Wicks, just burn it. None of these really matter that much. I'll play one draft middle just to get the Collector. Rest of this stuff is all just fine. I'm going to Engulfed in Smoke so I don't get the sap at least, because that's a bummer. The rest of this is just full send, right? I mean, it's easy mode. Stealth stacks are cool, but I think we're just going to have way too many... I think we're just going to genuinely have way too much stuff, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play a big Rail Spike here to draw 4. Hey, great. Honestly, fantastic. Send it. This will hit that Hell's Banners, by the way, which is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put another Paraffin Buddy in the ground. That seems good. Put him in front. There we go. Cool. I like it. I like it. Hit the other Hallowed Halls here. This seems pretty decent if I were to say so myself. Getting Baron in front this many times is really just annoying at this point. It's just straight up annoying. I'm not going to play both Wicklashes here. I think we're just going to send the Rail Spikes and go for it here. Cool. I think we're doing decent. Hit that Hallowed Halls. Alright. We're making a bunch of money. Remember, $2,500 is the important threshold. Cool. Baron, here's some stats, buddy. Alright, let's go. Here's some stealth. Have fun. We're clearing everything on the floor. We're getting the Tycoon value as well. So I feel pretty good about our situation. I do think just continuing to slam Hallowed Halls whenever you can is objectively correct. The nice thing is, if I get over 2,500... Wow, Baron in the back is a big swing here. Love to see that. If I get over 2,500, then I can actually spend money and not affect my score, which is pretty cool. So, big fan about that. Room capacity is at maximum. Excellent. That is the dream. I should be playing this encasement now to let it pass away. 5 gold, man. That is 5 gold. We love to see it. I want to pull this bad draft out of the pool. Yes. Cool. We are going to, as before, continue to slam Hallowed Halls. It's how we make money. It is how we make money. Great. We're earning a lot of cash here. We get 10 gold every time a unit dies in front of Baron, so that's pretty nifty. And we should otherwise just be completely crushing it, right? Completely crushing it. Baron is doing something like 1 billion damage, sure. Fine. Units still burn out upstairs. We're getting cash from it. Fantastic. Continue to play this stuff. I mean, a lot of this is just formalities at this point. but it is an important formality, let me be clear, because it's worth so much money. We're currently making maximum gold from our value there, so that's important. This means I have around, what, 150 gold. I will also make money in Divinity and Seraph, so that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, we will continue to make money. We easily win. I have no fears. I never had any fears. The whole point of this is I'm just trying to convert this... I'm trying to convert this floor into dollars, right? 100% I'm converting my units into money. Because that's... Oh man, bummer about Baron in the front. It's okay, we get one more. Alright, fair enough. It's all just RNG, and I'm not going to fight it here. I've already spent enough time on this run. But, great, we win. He attacks once and then immediately passes away to 5 billion T damage. Cool. Great job. Man explodes. Alright, bottom floor, we get the trial, we get everything. Something that says... Magic power. These don't say magic power. I wasn't admittedly expecting much from melting. You pretty much only have subsuming blade. I don't want another engulfed in smoke. I think we're okay. Sure, skip it. Restoring retreat? Restoring retreat. I can put magic power in it, and guess what? I can move Seraph back to my floor. That's probably as optimal a choice as we can get here. Great, fantastic. Go chase the dupe now. Wonderful. What's in my temple? Well, I didn't have to worry about it anyway, I guess. It's okay. What would I intrinsic for something else? Now that's a question, huh? We finally do Stealth Tomb, Self-Infuse. At long last, it is done. I have no idea what I'm putting those upgrades into. That's okay. I have money to spend, y'all. It's exciting. Hammered chest plates is whatever. I don't care. Reroll this. I'm going to take the Pyre Wall because this lets me ignore things like Chains' curses on Divinity. And I have the cash to just burn it and it's fine, right? Split Anvil. Is there ever a... Split Anvil does affect some things positively, but it's not that impactful. Merchant of Steel. Just buy some upgrades. I can get away with this. None of this is a problem. I'll reroll even. Large Stone is... Man, it's not what I want. It's not what anyone wants here. I don't really want... I guess space really doesn't matter. And I'm overstacking anyway, so it's kind of a whatever. I guess that's true. Actually. The dupe here is never a unit. The dupe here is always something else. 29. I guess that's true, right? We're fine? Alright, sure, bud. Let's go. Okay. The dupe here is always... You heard it here first. 20 Pact Shards, Awoken's Rail Spike. Yep. Okay. Fate's First Blade is so unbelievably slow. Your spell chain here is... Engulfed in smoke, maybe? Maybe. I'm also considering Root Seeds just to draw fast. I also could consider Restoring Retreat in order to drop a unit down. It does cost 3, though, which is a bit of a bummer. Intrinsic on... I really think the correct intrinsic is something that makes me draw faster, so I'm just going to put this in a Root Seeds, I think. I'm just going to put the Spell Chain in that same Root Seeds, actually. Is there ever a time I need a double drop? It could happen on Seraph, but I could also finagle my starting floor to make it easier. It could happen on Seraph, or I need to drop him twice, potentially, if I'm playing bottom. But if I'm playing... I think bottom is not the angle, because I should be able to have one floor melting units, and then draft floor murdering boss. I suspect that's going to be how it plays out. So I think we are just going to be aggressively fast in the early game here. Alright, 340 Pact Shards. I have removals. What do we want to cut here? The Sacred Wicks and Wildwood Sap are garbage plays, but it's fine. Right? It's like it's fine. They're going away on the first playthroughs. I guess I should keep the Restoring Retreat. Like, unironically, I think that there is a good opportunity this gets us a pre-relentless on Seraph that we might not have gotten otherwise. I think we cut a primitive mold here. I actually think we could potentially get rid of all of them, which is a bit odd, but true. And rely exclusively on Hallowed Halls. I think so, actually. It's crazy to do, but I think so. Alright, 24 cards. We have tons of money. I can still buy... I'm going to buy Fade's First Blade here because it doesn't affect my outcome at all. I already have maxed out the gold. I could buy removals. But what do you remove? Great question. It's unclear. Unknowable, in fact. We should be very fast now. You want to just take Split Anvil, I guess? I might as well, right? It's not affecting my score. Okay, we've taken Split Anvil, sure. 2,500 points sitting in the wings. Maximum Pact Shards, 340. I mean, maybe you could have gotten higher, but that's pretty unlikely. And let's send it on Chased. This is about as prepared as I think we could be for this particular setup. Right? Okay, now I can let this guy walk if I so desired, which is an interesting reality. I think, though, I am just going to play upstairs here on this particular setup. They will just simply clean house on this one, and that's going to be okay. Sure, and then we will play Root Seeds here, burn some cards out, fine. We do a little bit of damage, alright. Cool. This is going to be draft, middle. I could drop my own Baron down in kind of a glorious trickery here, which is a bit interesting. This is a great example of a floor that benefits from my Split Anvil, actually. I just draw 4 cards and make everything else free, which is cool. You have to go middle. What if I drop Baron here? I'm going to drop Baron here, as weird as that seems. And then we stealth middle, which clears this floor and this floor. I'm now going to Wicklash. Now, this one, Purge Copy got made free, which is a bit interesting. I didn't think that's how that would behave with Split Anvil, but cool, all the same. Draw a ton of cards. Rail Spike. We got the Stealth Tomb in now, which is good. The last 2 cards, we'll send it. Get the Root Seeds. We get a unit upstairs, which is fine. I could redraw around here, but I may as well actually save these, I think, for the redraw. I think that's fine. Okay, now you have to go middle. This is a ton of damage. Alright, this is pretty good. I did roll a Rail Spike here, so play the encasement first. I think the right way... The problem that we're going to face here is I can't actually fit all these units on this floor normally. I guess it's possible if we roll all the drafts first, but... What if I just play the stealth here? Push 600 damage in? Honestly, pretty great in my opinion. And then we Hallowed Halls upstairs? I guess you might as well, right? It gets me more Ember here. Sure. I'll play them. I guess I could drop in... Huh. Drop in this guy? He does get shot to death, but I don't hate it, I suppose. Ah, wrong order. Now, with this in mind, an interesting thought I'm having is if I... Interesting. How do I want to approach this? I could potentially do a decent chunk of excess damage here. Very possibly. If I hit Hallowed Halls here, I do lose some rage. But so I think I actually definitely do less damage here. Let him get shot. Then this floor kind of goes mad with power. Now I hopefully hit... Yeah, we get the Restoring Retreat here. So this is the floor now where I'm going to Restoring Retreat down the boss to get him on the floor. Now this is the turn where I think we can actually... Man, we're close, aren't we? We are extremely close, in fact. We buff here. If I... Hallowed Hall's upstairs. I can then draw 6. Okay. I was really hoping to see a drop, right? I could push like an extra tons of damage into the boss if I had hit the Restoring Retreat there. But I didn't. But I did not, unfortunately. Is there a way I could have done this better? Maybe. Maybe I let that guy walk on turn 1 and we make mid-floor the major kill spot, the kill floor here. I think we could be doing a lot more damage if I were playing the Hallowed Halls on this floor. I think we can do better. I'm looking at maybe a turn 3 here. I think we can do better. Alright, let's just spin this real fast. I want to win, alright? Look at this. Look, I know you're not all here for me to spend 2 hours on this nonsense, but I want to win. I'm going to let this guy walk on me. Right? I'm going to let this guy walk on me. And I think that's cool. Alright. Okay, he walks up, I take 0. Fine. You come middle. Alright, buddy, let's go. Now, this is as simple then as we put all of the draft dudes in front. It seems crazy until you realize it's not crazy. Good. Great. Definitely going to stealth this floor. We push 500 damage through, and that's pretty nifty, I think. Now, we're going to unfortunately have to kill these enemies somehow. So, there's only so much can be done here. Let's just play this rail spike out. Great. Fine. Okay. And then I could drop someone away. Super option here. Just sort of drop him, push an extra like 800 through 500 through or whatever it is. It's okay. We're going to buff stuff here. I would like to guarantee... I'm going to put the stealth. I'm going to put this other friend upstairs. There's a reason for this. I would like Seraph to go upstairs so that I could drop him back down here. I actually do think that's a realistically valuable play. Cool. Let's burn the Sacred Wicks, and we're going to chill on this rail spike. Okay. Alright, goes upstairs. Oh, he did it to me. How dare you, man? How dare you? Ugh. I can't do anything about that. That's a real bummer, yeah? Unfortunately, I probably want to avoid giving 105 armor to this floor. So that is something for us to consider here. Which is, yeah, maybe we don't do that specifically. I'm going to go ahead and put the stealth upstairs here. I will draw 4 cards here, make some things free. Great. You know, sometimes stuff like drop the enemy away is good, and now I can play the Hallowed Halls for free, I think. This is probably correct, I think. We're going to generate more space on the floor, and more importantly, they're going to get stronger from resin block. The base strength here goes up a lot. I find this pretty high value here. We can also avoid the Ember Drain, no problem, thanks to the Engulfing Smoke that we have. It's a really good draw order here. Really good draw order. Got them all perfect there. Fantastic. Very pleased about that. Buff, we buff. It's good. Keep buffing. Great work. Go team. This is good because we generate a ton of rage. And then he goes top because he has to. We just drop the goon middle now. Go for it, bud. Okay. Now, how do I do this? Play out the stealth guy. I need to draw the restoring retreat again. How do I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 3. I think we get it guaranteed here. Yes, okay. We get it again. I'm going to drop this man away. Okay, we are so bloody close on this particular kill. We are extremely close. I think it is super correct to leave this floor without the Hallowed Halls. Think about this for a moment. 24 rage is 48 damage. I can Hallowed Halls 3 times, which is worth plus 30. This is maybe a moment where I should have taken Penitent Remains. It would have made this plus 60. It makes it well worth it. I lose damage, but most importantly, the order switches here. Interesting. I wonder. I'm just thinking, is this ever worth it? The rage applies to everyone is the most important part that we can see here. So, I don't know. I don't think we do it. I don't think we do it. I don't think we're going to end up with a more powerful play. So which does mean, unfortunately, I don't think we get the pre-relentless kill we were so destined and hopeful that we would hit. Which is a bit of a bummer, I think. Sure, stealth, let's go. It's a lot of hits that got wasted there. 207, man. We'll get him here. Get back on the floor and we have the kill. Yeah, we have it. I mean, there's only... It is what it is. 3-turner? Alright, we'll take it. It's a bummer, but I think it's the best we're going to get here. Okay. Fine. What is this? Shard of Divinity? Yeah, okay, we'll take that. I was like, I don't want blank pages, but I will take Shard of Divinity here. Alright, now this is a great example of I think we might be suffering from a little bit too high of Pact Shards, where our score is getting punished a bit for it. Now, it doesn't matter what turn I play on, floor I play on here. Truly, does not matter one bit. So we're just going to play on top floor, I guess. And then I'll just stealth when it becomes necessary. It's fine. Okay, cool. Great work, go team. 6,000 health I need to push through. This man's got 5,900. Those are some big numbers. Big numbers indeed. Alright, we're just... None of this really matters all that much. My intent is to play some cards, play some cards. I'm going to go ahead and hit the draw 5 here. Okay, cool, good. Drop in some more lads, it's fine. All right, we have enough space here, so I actually think we want to get Penumbra off the floor so we can get another draft on the floor. Do I want to just draw around, possibly hit really well here? It's a pretty good floor, huh? I could save this rail spike. I'm going to hit one next turn. I'm going to hit one next turn, and I think I'm okay with that, yeah. This is basically what I want top floor to look like. We just need to pummel numbers into this boss. Now, we're going to be slowed down a lot, admittedly, by the fact that we are dealing with... What is it? What are we dealing with? What am I trying to say? We're going to be slowed down a bit because of the fact we're dealing with waves now. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go ahead and hit that Hallowed Halls. I think this is worthwhile. Is also going to do the Hell's Banners, which makes this spike much better. Great draw order, fantastic. Alright, good job. Alright, let's play the Wicklash, which makes it cost 1. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Rail Spike for draw 8. Good grief. That's a lot. What do I want to drop? I could drop something, that's certainly true. Get him off the floor, I guess. Pushes like 1,000 damage, which is pretty cool. And then I still will draw 8 here, I think. Cool, it's good, great. Hit that Hallowed Halls one more time, I think. Keep sending it. It is free scaling here is the important detail, right? Yeah, it is truly free scaling. I have stealth in hand, so I don't really care about much else here. Could draw some Hallowed Halls. It's a good turn to hit Hallowed Halls, I think, if I see them. Yeah. Draw 1. Both of them are good. Great. This is probably the optimal turn for Hallowed Halls because I've already played it, which means the rage is already missing. So now the question is just, how fast can I go? If I see... Yeah, here, we're going to use this opportunity to move Penumbra away again, because I do still want another draft on this floor instead of Penumbra. So... Fantastic. Drop stealth here. Looking good. And then I guess draw 10 cards. It doesn't matter. Alright, cool. This is probably as fast as we're going to get. Now I just press end turn pretty much. And I think if we don't win, we've done something horribly wrong. Yeah, right? The goal here is I drop Big Beefy Man off the floor. And I try to push numbers here. There's no reason to click any further Hallowed Halls business. We have plenty of damage. Our goal is, I think we're going to get it next turn no matter what we do, so that's cool. I do think there's potentially value in... How much health does this man have? 200 or 70 health? He can kill a man, which I think is relevant. He kills a man, which I think is good because that means we push those numbers through. So he punches a dude. Great, fine. I think we win on this turn now. Yeah, great, we have it. And then you just drop this guy off the floor and it's even easier. Alright, that's it. That's about as good as I think we were ever going to get on this particular one. So, I think we did alright. Okay. The thing about having so many shards here is that you just have to chew through so much health on Divinity. I think there is a balance that I'm learning about where if you're around 250 shards, you gain more score from pre-relentlessing him faster than you do that you lose from missing Pact Shards. We'll see where we ended up. 82-7. Honestly, not great. We did make number 7, but, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. basically the same thing. They went Draft into Paraffin Enforcer here, and then X5 that, and then did, I guess, the same exact thing, right? Hallowed Halls. I mean, literally the same exact dupe here. I mean, and like, our runs are so similar. They just got better pre-relentless kills. And 340 Pact Shards, I mean, basically the same. We basically have identical runs. They did go to they actually got fewer points due to money, which is kind of funny. I guess they removed the Baron eventually, or they didn't take him. They took a thug at one point. Interesting. Interesting. I'm surprised with what they chose here that they didn't opt to go the other direction and save for the enforcer on this guy. But fair enough. It's almost identical, right? Almost identical. There's very little nuance to any of this difference here. It's like they went to the trinket shops because I guess you never know, but they didn't pick up anything that changes it massively. Wax or snuffer, sure, great. You maybe still have the stealth tomb. You do. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You're fast enough and you have enough stealth to begin with. So it's all good. I did much better on ring 5. Look at that. I got the bottom floor. I'm a genius. I spent like 50 minutes getting that, but I still lose in the end because I just pre-relentless weaker on the finals. And I mean, it's half of it's luck of the draw, right? Did they end up taking they did take the restoring retreat? Smart. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we have identical runs. It's just RNG at that point, which is a bit of a bummer, but fine. It looks disgusting because they have a whole bunch of garbage. The Baron actually ended up being really relevant, right? And we ended up with the full 2,500 money at the end, which is great. That's huge free points. Our pre-relentless is honestly pretty weak, if I'm being honest with you. Like, honestly, we're looking pretty bad there, in my opinion. We did great on everything else, pretty much optimal, but just, 8 and 8 would have changed a lot here. So, yeah, I don't know. Pure RNG a little bit. Like, we ended up with the exact same rail spike in the end. We ended up with 340 Pact Shards, 3 copies of this Hallowed Halls, just so that we could go fast and have more Pact Shards. Like, we really pushed it. But, I don't know. In the end, it all came down to this. At a minimum, look at that. We at least made it on the top 10. I'm pretty happy about that, even though it took me 1 billion hours to get here. Good God. It's 2 o'clock p.m. What's happening? All right, I'm going to let y'all go. This run has taken way too long. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Is this fun to watch? I don't know, honestly. Maybe I did way too much work on the 1 turn faster run here. Was the 50 minutes on ring 5 worth 10% score? Probably not. As far as like engagement on the episode, I'm going to imagine this run performs pretty poorly. Just thinking about it like that. Just, things like, if I'm trying to make content for YouTube, it's better to go faster. If I'm trying to, have a higher score, it's better to go slower, I guess. I don't know. I'm of two minds about it, so I guess if you have a strong opinion, let me know. But otherwise, rock on. Let's get this episode out. I need to upload this. It's going to take 1 billion years. It's 2 hours. YouTube's slow. All right, hey, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching this if you made it this far. I really appreciate your time. I really do, I promise. Even if I do stuff like this. As always, give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.